Listen to yourself. Educate yourself. They thought they was going to give us these phones and these computers and we was going to get stupid, sit in front of it and watch fucking videos of kittens all day. Okay? No. We got to educate ourselves, right?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, RodthePlanter. This week on RtP Weekly, RodthePlanterLIVE gets a facelift. We get to sit down with a new guy, and I'm going to show you how you can completely rebrand and or build a personal brand from scratch. Let's get started.
It doesn't matter who runs your country, man. Run your life. That's what it's about. But do good. Don't think that these people talking to you from a motherfucking TV have anything more to say than the people standing in front of you right now or the people right next to you in your friendship circle. Alright? Listen to each other. Love each other. Rise the fuck up. America ain't on the down. It's on the up, okay? And that's why I say, I swear it's 1970. You won't be the change you want to see. We will make this world a better place before we're gone. Am I right? Yeah! Listen, I know they're watching me. I know they're watching me. I know they're watching me. Probably fucking me. Yo, I'm probably. I got a lot to be worried about these days. I'm out here looking like it's too late. And all of these shows only super paid. But I won't tell this.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Wednesday. I hope y'all been having a beautiful day out there, a beautiful week. Man, as you can see, the show's totally different now, right? We're rocking, it's pre-recorded, it's no longer live. The reason I'm doing that, guys, is because I really want to bring you an entire jam-packed week. You know, I want to show you what exactly it is that I've been doing behind the scenes when this camera goes off, what it's been taking to build a business, getting together with my friends, I'm going to show you guys exactly what's been going into this and what the mindset that I have, you know, a little bit about my coaching and how I coach others. That'll give you some good tips and tricks as you start to build some kind of brand or business or, you know, start to share your art out here. You know, like I said, I'm just trying to set an example for you guys to show you how you can start from the ground level to get all the way to the top. It's going to be a different feel for the show, you know. I'm going to have a bunch of different segments that you'll see come on. It used to be like this, like an A segment, B segment, and C segment. Some cool little cuts like this in between where I'll teach you some things and talk about, you know, what was going on during that time in my week and kind of where my head was at. So with all that, you know, this is all just to bring better value to you guys, you know, as we continue, you know, I've always wanted to set progress, you know. I think progress is the spice of life. I think that's where true happiness is found. So I'm getting it popping off. This is the new show, RtP Weekly. That's RodthePlanter Weekly, if you didn't know. I'm coming with a cool intro, all that stuff, guys. I got plenty more segments coming for you. But for my very first one, I wanted to get you into seeing what I do behind the scenes as far as coaching goes. You know, right now I like to get with other entrepreneurs out here in Austin, Texas, or creators, and I like to help them with a little bit of knowledge that I've gained through studying, you know, internet marketing and branding, web design, things like this. You know, even all the way down to day trading. I've gathered a lot of skills, and so I like to share all my skills and knowledge with people out here, try and help them more effectively grow their businesses and, you know, execute on the level that they want to go, you know, so they can get to their dreams and their goals. Also, the people I'm working with, or friends or family, people who've been watching the show, I'm always asking you guys, give me feedback, man. You know, it's always great to have somebody else giving you perspective on your ideas and your goals. So that's definitely what we have right here on This Week in the Coach's Corner. I sit down with a new guy. We got a new guy that we've been actually kind of interviewing to see if we can come onto the team. We talk a little bit about how the RodthePlanter is going to grow over the next couple months. Like I said, interview Cam, and then we also get a chance to sit down and talk to Rick Moore again. 217R, we did down in his studio. So we actually went down there again and started talking about how we can do a rebrand for him with his website design, and then getting all of his sales funnels narrowed down to one single brand online, and then also talk to him a little bit about shooting a music video for some of his upcoming projects. So check it out, guys. Here it goes. Did he not answer when you called? Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, I'm with Rod and like the whole team and stuff, and we were trying to see what you were doing today. Cool, we did too. No, we got you with all that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's meet up and talk about it, and come up with like the idea and everything. I want you to meet this other homie I have that's gonna be a part of our crew and stuff too.
Hello? America, like, you can have whatever you want. You can do this, you can do that. But then, like,
not really like telling you gotta like really work hard for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, you know what I'm saying? So like, the generation kind of got lazy. So like now we have all these big dreams. We're trying to stunt on Instagram. We're showing out. And we ain't got
It's just been taught that it's instant, you know, like you said, Instagram, you know, like
exactly,
instant fame,
Snap,
instant money,
chat.
instant, you know. And so, like you said, as a millennial generation, you've just gotten conditioned to the idea that it's fast, you know. Now, the thing that I think is, because like I said, I've always felt like that, even with my brothers. I'm like the bridge between the olders and the millennials, you know, and I guess I am like that generation Y is what they call us, but I fall halfway between that. And so I relate both ways, you know, like I know I grew up and my parents were always like, you know, you gotta work hard, and it's gotta be this and that. But that's the thing I didn't like about it. They always said it's hard, you know. It's not hard, it's really easy actually. It takes discipline, you know, and it doesn't happen overnight. And that's what I think a lot of millennials have a hard time with, is they have talents, they have skills, but if they don't, you know, flash like within, you know, a month or two of working it, then they want to, you know, sell out to their jobs or, you know, whatever.
They're disappointed in selling,
you know. And then I've been watching so many of them, dude, they're so disappointed at 22, you know. They're like, I should have been, you know,
they got it, why don't I?
Bitch, you know, I was floating around in the military at 22, just like lost in the sun. You know, so you still have so much growing to do and learning, and you know,
I'm only 19 years old.
Right.
I'm only 19.
You know, bro. So you're at the perfect age, the perfect time to just be banging on skills. You know what I mean? Learning, and then like you said, grinding on your thing though. You know, I tell people if you gotta get a job, if you gotta do something, that's fine. You know, all of us gotta pay bills.
Yeah, we gotta pay bills.
But that's always me. That's the thing. Actually, matter of fact, that's the thing that I liked the most about you when I first met you. We talk about this all the time, right? I say when I meet people, I ask them, "What do you do?" And it's always that bullshit. Oh, I work at McDonald's, or, you know, or whatever. The shit that their job. You know, I work at you know, some retail store or some shit. You know. And the first thing you said to me was, "I fucking make music, man." And I was like, "Oh, do you now?" I said, "Oh, dope."
Yeah, like I make all kinds of music, bro. Like I'm trying to go like, I love rap, but like really what like my talent like lies in is like the new wave. Like I'm like how you said like you're in between. I know what kids like, you know what I'm saying? I know what they want and shit. Like the demographic that gets the bread, I know what they want, bro. Like I know what it's going towards, bro. Especially with that new X album and shit, and like how it was like a bunch of old songs and then he had like Garrett's Revenge on that. Like how I had guitars and shit and layovers. Layovers is the future, guitars is the future, you know what I'm saying? Like in like flute, like wind ensemble shit, like that's like the future. Like cause they told me shit's been building up, like in the way like waves. Man, bro. Exactly. I've been listening. I listen to radio shit.
But that's what kind of is. Y'all are gonna be the, you know what I mean, the future of this stuff. You're gonna grow these things. Like me and Solly talked about this when I first met him. I said, bro, we're the next generation of all the things you look up to, but we just don't, you know, a lot of us don't see it so far in the future. Yeah, exactly. You know, all of us are planning our legacies out 10 years down the road, you know, 20, 30 years. The millennials are looking like right this second, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, you gotta build something. So that's what I'm saying. We're building something, dude. And you like you definitely got a smooth fucking head on your shoulders for 19, man. You know, and I mean, I run like a pretty weird dude. You know, I run a pretty tight ship. You know, like I said, I come from the military and stuff. So like, I love to hang out with creators because I am one myself. It runs deep. But I've been molded and shaped through like that system. So it's cool though. It's giving me this really awesome blend of like leadership skills, like out the ass. You know what I mean? Like I drive this ship.
Motivation.
Right, dude. Like you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Our foot is on the gas pedal all day. Like you know what I mean? Each one of these dudes have like a sick ass routine. You know what I mean? And we're always banging on our goals, A, B, C, and we've been knocking them down, dude. And so. I would love, dude. Do you have anything that like sucks up your time though, for real? Like, do you have a job? Or do you go to school?
Yeah, I'm about to like start working at Zoomies and Jersey Mike's. I'm about to get 2 jobs and shit. Yeah.
See, I was thinking about doing the same thing. We're trying to get a tour bus.
Yeah. Right, now that'd be live. How much would that be to rent? Like, where y'all looking?
We're looking at buying one.
Oh, so
yeah, we're looking somewhere between 50 and 100K. I don't know. It's still like in the plans, in the works, you know. But I mean, we're definitely getting one. Like that's the summer goal, really, right now, is to get this tour bus. And then we want to pack up and take off and start traveling, man. So that's what I want to try and get people involved in and see. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like that's just where it's going.
No, shit, I'm down. And also, like another thing is tattoos and shit. That's one way I make money, but. Shit.
Oh, you did those?
Yeah, I did those.
Oh no shit, that's fucking tight. We saw those whenever he was on Snap.
Fucking fire, yeah, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. And then like I fuck with hair too, so like I knew Ed does some shit.
Yeah, I know. He told me you've been holding his shit down, and I fucking knew shit's always awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
People always talk about like education. They say find a mentor, find a mentor, find a mentor. Where do you think they find these men? I find mine on YouTube. I find tons of mentors on YouTube all the time. They always be talking about, hey, look, this is how I made it. That's how I did it. Be careful. Pay attention.
Five elements chemically posed and combined with an exoskeleton. I am here by design, made in the image of the engineers in the sky, speaking relevance, spinning revelation. I peddles this esoteric intelligence, baffle the minds of my college professors, my knowledge.
Well, first things first, what I've noticed is we got to get you organized in your branding online, bro. Like,
talk to me.
Okay, we got SoundCloud. That's a 217. You know, 217. And then you have your blog spot, which is Eraser City. And then we got 217art.com, which is really the fire. Like that.
I could potentially put everything on that site.
There we go. There you go. Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's time for us, and I'm pretty sure because you've had these throughout your, like, you know, I guess, professional art career.
I just got the 217 thing the other day, but they made me get the other ones, the blog spots in college.
Yeah, see, that's so what I want to do is I want to melt some of these like into, like I said, all one big website, right? And then, but I do want to have things like separated. So I want to do like a 217 art, right? Which can be like all your clothes, the erasers, all that stuff. But your music and stuff should be like a personal brand and go to the side. Ali, what do you think about fashion-wise to like use his personal brand to push his like clothing and the art side?
Yeah, I would say especially now because you are doing it kind of like the same way that I am, where it's like a piece by piece thing. You're making each piece by hand. You're not going to want to go like as a separate thing. You might want to have it separate if it was its own entity, like, and you were having like mass production of things. But right now,
only with the shirts that we can do mass production. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and like,
which is kind of expected out of t-shirts.
Well, I kind of think we should like, you should approach it this way. Like, okay, like, you know how Yeezy fucked up the fucking game? There's like Yeezy, like Kanye West.
Well,
like,
okay,
with the Yeezys and shit. You know what I'm saying? How he fucked up the game. Pretty much like what you got to do is like, you just gotta make your dope music. Make dope ass music, and like with your like public like stance and figure, and like with your shit, they're gonna take your recommendation because they'll be like, every time you take a photo, his Instagram, he looking live as fuck. I wonder who makes those. You make that. You know what I'm saying? And like I think you should go about it like that, like pushing it in the video. That's live. So, but I think that should like that should be like promo shit.
We just spent friggin' like all last week hanging out at Scratch House and other like local hip hop like open mics, and you're better than a lot of those cats out there. You know, right?
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Well, I'm from here, man. I grew up on the hood over there, man. So, a lot of the shit that they didn't get to do because they were squares, I was doing that shit. And I'm lucky to be alive, and that shit will really fuck with your mind. And that's what come out in the rap. I didn't know how to rap when I was a kid, man.
No, really?
I had to learn from the boys in the hood. Some of them ain't alive no more, but these motherfuckers could rap. Just being around people that can rap from the time you like little kids, because that's all the reality is to some of these people. So there is a culture there in Austin, but it's falling apart now. So let's revive it, man.
How many hours a day do you work on your art?
I don't do shit, man. All I do is art, and then if I gotta go get some money, I go sell the shit.
I mean, but like how long though? Like how many hours a day? Like you do a lot of sleeping? Because we laughing like bro, he be out like putting out all kinds of stuff. Like you said, music, clothes, you know, drawings, wood carvings. I'm like, yo, he must be banging on it all day. You know,
the secret is 4 hours of sleep.
There you go.
That's
See?
It. About 4 hours of sleep. And then when you're doing the right thing,
stuff up. I'm telling you, I'm showing you as we go. And then when we're all successful, you get to watch this video. You're gonna come back and watch this. And you're gonna be like, man, dang, Rod was a kid, man. Like it's just like he said, it's hard work. You know, 4 hours of sleep. That's all you need. The rest of your day, bang on something that you love to do. Because like you said, if you not, how else would you be crazy enough to do it all damn day, all damn night if you didn't absolutely love it?
See, people love their girlfriends and they love their jobs and they love fucking around looking at sports and shit, but they don't love what they do enough.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about in this instance. Is we see a lot of cats out there who have talent, you know, and this is what it is. They have natural talent, so they're out there and they're showing out, but dog, if they would put the grind and the hustle behind it too, and like the desire to actually like bang that their craft, you can tell the difference. You know, you can tell the difference. That's why a lot of y'all cats are stuck local, but that's okay, nonetheless.
That is your human condition. Arm, leg, arm, hit. A law in the flesh. A law in the flesh. Fifth element is deep. 4 different ways I can drive north, east, west. North, east, west. East sun come up, west go down. This is life and this death. Here on a physical planet, fire, earth, air, river, 4 elements, DNA.
Yo, love those cats right there, man. Love Cam, Lil Sad Cam London. He's gonna start working with us. Got great music. Check him out on SoundCloud at Lil Sad, Lil Sad Cam London. Dude, on SoundCloud, great music. He's a musician up and coming, and he's gonna start working with us, banging with us. And of course, your boy Rick Moore, 217, does not stop, man. He's got way more art coming out. He's got new music coming out, so make sure you check all that stuff out, man. Great vibes from both of those two dudes, and I can't wait to continue to grow with them and see what kind of opportunities we can come up to it together, and just, man, see what we can make out here in the world together. You know, I'm always looking for new connections, new opportunities, man, trying to make new friends, adding value to their lives, and in turn, you know, they add value to mine by helping me and allowing me to be a part of their creations. So it's truly exciting things, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. Hope you guys are excited to be a part of that something too, man. I hope you guys are out there growing something and getting something going, man. I really do. Like I said, it pains me to think that somebody could just be watching the show and accolading me. I hope you're following along, guys. But nonetheless, I wanted to get into another segment, man, where we're going to sit here and talk down. So on Sunday, man, we had a chance to, we got invited out to Cars and Coffee they were doing out here in Austin, and so we really wanted to go take a look and see, you know, just do a little bit of exploration, a little bit of market research. It's always good to get out and do local events within your city, especially if you're trying to propel a brand of some sort. You know, there's always a chance for networking opportunities, to meet somebody new, to just get a chance to talk about and spread your word. We've been talking a little bit about balance lately here in our little camp, you know, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this little nugget of wisdom on you about that marketing. When we went out there to this event, sadly, mostly due to our lack of our own hustle, we didn't really meet a lot of people out there. It just spent a lot of time just kind of thinking about what we could do for our show, I guess, particularly and stuff, and we didn't get a chance to really just talk and dive in with a lot of people about, you know, where they came from, what they do, and how we could be of service to them. But I think, like, it's kind of like that, man. If you have to sometimes have a balance of homework and then, you know, show work. You know, there's a balance of doing the back end stuff, of building something, creating a solid and strong product, and then going out there and promoting your product. I see a lot of cats be doing too much promoting and not enough solid background work, you know, not enough solid hammering on their social media, you know, doing the actionable steps that they have to do in the social media to actually grow their social media fan base, and just, you know, like, to make that an actual strong platform for them to push their creative music or art or, you know, products or whatever the case may be. They'll be doing that, but they'll be out there at the club, you know, talking, chilling, and to say they're networking. But no, you're not networking really, because you've just been chilling with the same 5 dudes bullshitting out at the club. So, you know, I want to talk just balance, guys. Just finding balance in those two things, making sure that, A, you've built a solid foundation and you're doing the work on the backside. So when you do all this fanning the flames and you know, showing out and then going out in public to promote your brand, there's something behind there, right, for that to fall back on. So we haven't been doing a lot of the promoting since, because we've still been doing a lot of the back end building work of building our website and, you know, building in our social media and all these things for our companies. But nonetheless, we still take a couple opportunities to go out there and spread the word, because we're not going to sit around and wait forever, right? You know, if people got interest in what we're doing, then we're going to, you know, feed that interest. But at the same time, you know, you're going to have to build something eventually. You can't just go out there and build it on fluff, you know, on marketing alone. So, nonetheless, take a look. You know, this like I said, Cars and Coffee on Sunday. We're down at the Oasis. Got a chance to take some more pictures for professional pictures on our website and stuff. Got a boy, young Marcus, old Mac Heath out there, cutting them up with a knife, take some pics, seeing some beautiful cars, and giving you some tips and tricks on how you could take an event like that and turn it into a marketing PR storm for you, man. Check it out.
Now why did I do that? Because I refused to spoon with you last night? Why did I do that?
here at Cars and Coffee. Sunday morning, we was up about 7:30. We actually got lost on the way out here, but it was a great cruise for me and the homies to hang out and kind of just daydream and enjoy what we do have. We have a beautiful car, a BMW M3 that we drive around, so ripping up the hills, getting lost out here, but we did. We finally made it out here to Cars and Coffee to see some other beautiful rides. You know, I guess I just wanted to stop and say, okay, so what did we learn? You know, everywhere we go and everything that we do, you know, it's fun, but we're always trying to study and learn from the experiences that we're having so that we can, you know, first of all, I think it's about conscious enjoyment, you know? So first of all, being aware of the moment and in the moment, you know, and being excited and enjoying, you know, time out with your homies or your family, you know, showing off the things that you've accomplished or built. That's awesome. Nonetheless, what did we learn? Well, first thing I learned was, man, we rolled out here and it was extremely quiet, guys. Like this whole parking lot of people, and they're just walking by, perusing the cars and stuff. If you had some kind of message to spread, like if I do a RodthePlanter, or maybe you're a musician, you know, and you're trying to get your music off the ground, we realized that something like this is a perfect pop and shop platform for your art or whatever it is that you're trying to express. Guys, it was so quiet. I mean, with nothing but a simple megaphone, a PA system, hell, really just a loud voice, I could have, you know, easily taken over a corner of that and spread my marketing message. You know, obviously there's a lot of vehicles out here that are built for the purpose of marketing. So, you know, they have maybe are sponsored by a certain motor shop, or, you know, have certain sponsored stickers and tags on them. So that's one way of doing it. But guys, even if you're not in that necessarily that industry, so like we're not in the motorsports industry, but we are, you know, enthusiasts, come to hang out. And I noticed that, you know, I'd spread a message, you know, talk to business cards. You can sit there and talk on the corner, you know, and really engage with people and grow your brand, make new customers. You know, like say you're a musician, you have art, you know, you like you're a rapper or something. How easy would it be for you to just get your homie who's got a fly ride to come up here and bang your mixtape the whole time, you know? So just easy ways that you can really get your message out there, get your art out there, get whatever it is that you're trying to express. Guys, take advantage of little venues, little things like this that aren't as easy to come by, or, you know, get creative with it. You know, same to the Girl Scouts, right? They're selling cookies out there at the Girl Scout entrance, you know, entrance to Walmart, and they're selling Girl Scout cookies. It's the same principle, you know. You can come out here and spread your message and just piggyback off an event that's already been created by somebody else, but maybe they didn't flesh it out well with entertainment. You know, maybe they didn't hire a band or an artist to come through. So what's to stop you to pop up with your guitar and start playing your music? People will like it. People would buy it. There's nothing to stop you from selling your CD out here amongst these people. So I just wanted to get you guys thinking as we walked around and thought about it. Instagram, I see you. You know, you're always trying to get your Instagram marketing off the ground. You're always trying to, you know, document your content or whatever the case may be. Spread your music. These are perfect backdrops for that stuff, guys. You can easily come out here, spread your message, spread your word, market, hand out material, promo. Like I said, get somebody to boom your mixtape loud on their stereo out here, and it's just an easy way of guerrilla takeover of another event where you can kind of, you know, use for your own direct marketing. So think about that, guys. That's just another little tip for you on the RtP Weekly. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. What are y'all doing on Sunday? I'm learning. It's fun though. It's fun. I love you all. And, they would always be having like 10 or 12 cats just follow them around the base. And, you know, they'd be doing their inspections, generals and stuff. They'd be doing their inspections and stuff, and I couldn't help it. They're just cats walking around with like pens and papers. And they just follow them like. And it'd be like penguins, like a whole row of them, a whole 10 or 12 of them. I'ma have all those dudes. All like 10 cats just to take notes. Hey, write that down. Hey, this is what I was thinking. Are you paying attention? Write this down. Write this down. Write things down. Write your ideas down. You're gonna want them later. This is what I'm thinking. We need promo material. We need shirts. You know, like you said, we need to get a PA system so that we can pull up and start. RodthePlanter on the corner stand. It's gonna start happening. I'm not, you know, fucking around no more, and we'll start giving our speeches from the corner. Any platform like this. Look how quiet it is. I get loud enough, I take over this whole parking lot. Man, yo, this has been fun, dog. Like, I've been digging this new whole little format, man. It gives me a chance to really express and really, we're gonna do a lot more with this stuff, guys, man, as we continue on, you know. I know we've seen some funny little jokes and clips in here, but we're gonna put a lot more of that stuff in there. I'm gonna be, you know, teaching so that it's be more structured, where you'll see outlays coming out. You know, and it's more structured in the sense of I'll be able to go back and re-edit and cut this and write this the way I want it to be and teach you guys in between these lessons. So I'm really excited about the new format. Like I said, this is our first time, our first little go around, dry run. So forgive us if it's a little shaky still. You know, it's going to continuously getting better every single episode. So make sure you subscribe, please. You should be watching this on YouTube. If you are, subscribe to this channel for tons of more of the videos, and they're going to get better and better and better. It'll be fun to watch and see how we grow and change, man. Like I said, you saw on when we were doing the Coach's Corner with Cam, we're definitely talking about getting this tour bus. That is already in the works. We already got our eyes on one. Of course, if that happens this week or next week, I will drop that in the RtP Weekly. So keep checking us out, man. I just love all you that supported us so far. If you have some kind of project that you're working on, you need support on that, man, drop it in the comments below. Tell us what you've been working on, and we would love to all rally behind you and support you guys. So, you know, all I ask is that you just leave a real, honest, genuine comment, no spamming your links and all that crap bullshit. That shit's fake, and it don't work out here, guys. Real marketing, meeting real people, making real connections, that's what works. With that, I'm going to leave y'all with this last little rant, man. This little tips and tricks on something I've been trying to do to better myself. And then also something that you can do to better your mindset and keep yourself on track as you're trying to fight and claw your way up in this world. I love you all. Thank you so much for turning in. Make sure you check us out on RtP Weekly number 23. That Jordan. Next week, y'all. See ya. So, I quit smoking. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of advice and tips, just kind of how my mind's been working since I've been going through that whole little process. I was over here trying to get a medical done, and it was the first time I got to answer. I knew they would ask me if I'd been smoking or drinking or whatever, and I knew this would be the first time that I got to answer that I hadn't smoked or I'm not smoking. I quit. And they asked me how long ago. I said 3 days. You know, still felt like a boss though. Guys, I've been smoking. Probably about over 15 years, I guess. Started when I was a child, about 15, 16 years old. Really carried through into the military hardcore. That's a heavy military habit. Over through deployments and stuff. I've been smoking for about, like I said, about 15 years. And it's always been really tough. It runs in my family. My parents are smokers, you know, and I always kind of just thought that was going to be something that was part of my personality. You know, I sometimes would even convince myself I wanted to be a smoker. But that's just how powerful your brain will go after something that it is that it wants or craves, or that is programmed and conditioned to want and to seek. That's how strong your brain will go after something like that. So it'll recreate entire, you know, realities for you. And my brain would do that for me sometimes as I struggle making excuses of reasons why I shouldn't have to quit or didn't want to. You know, I was oblivious to how it smelt on me and how nasty it was in my mouth. And either way, I just wanted to give some words of encouragement. If somebody out there wanted to try and beat a habit like that, you know, whether it be a smoking or you want to get in shape, you know, and you have that habit of just overeating, or, you know, you're addicted to food. If you're just addicted to something, I know it's tough trying to beat that physical addiction to that. Like I said, this isn't the first time I've attempted to quit smoking, but this is the first time where I really feel like it's going to take, and I really feel strong about it. You know, with my mom even calling my mother, it was funny. She said, "Oh, you're gonna quit for like the umpteenth time," and it was kind of like backhanded. But I don't blame her. You know, it is like the umpteenth time, and she even laughed at the umpteenth time for her if she were to quit or try to quit again. But that's the just kind of difference in a negative mindset and a positive mindset. You know, in a positive, I'm like, yes, I'm trying again for the umpteenth time. Like, thank God that I'm actually gonna try again. That's something to be celebrated, not something to be scoffed at. But then a lot of people will try and tell you that. You know, they'll doubt you and say, "Oh, you can't quit. You know, you've always been that way." Guys, it's in your mind. It's the hardest part is in my mind. Once I committed to this to say I'm just gonna quit, you know, I didn't tell myself the glorified same old story I always have of how I loved smoking and how it looked cool, or none of that stuff. You know, the stories that I make up to, you know, just kind of keep myself comfortable in something that I knew was killing me. I started telling myself, no, this is killing you, Rod. You know, it's making you feel like shit. It's making you look nasty, smell nasty. You know, you always standing out here in the rain, just doing dumb shit, standing in the freezing cold, all for a sense of just the cigarette. You know, that would be the difference if I had an experience for that. You know, like if I was suffering through maybe like grinding hard on my goals, right? So that I could get to a real experience that I would enjoy. But I wasn't. I was sitting there grinding and suffering for a cigarette just for the sake of the cigarette. You know, just going back in a single stupid loop, right? Why you out here, Rod? Because I gotta smoke. Why do you smoke? Because I smoke because I gotta smoke. If I smoke because that doesn't make any sense, right? So as I started to question myself, I tell myself, Rod, this isn't something you want in your life. You know, you're somebody who's in control of your own life. You know, you don't want something else to take control of you. So even if I did want it, I want it because I want to have it, not because I have to. That's with anything, guys. Just take that as life advice right there. If you have to have something, if you have to have the love of your partner, and not just that you want it so bad or intensely, you know, but if you have to, if you're addicted to that, you gotta wean yourself off because that thing has control over you. And you should never let anything have control over you and your own consciousness in the world. Nothing. Nobody. No other system has control over you. You get the freedom to express and be whoever you want to be. So if something has control over you, you have to beat it.